Hey guys, Danny here from Metal Couch, and today I'm going to be doing a review of the 2011 remaster of Death's Individual Thought Patterns, re-released by Relapse Records. Now this is the fifth album by Death, and the second album that I've really taken time to dig into by this band. I've never really found anything that captivated me to go and listen to this band until I picked up Human. And when I learned that they were going back and remastering all of these albums, I figured this is perfect. I'm brand new to the band. They're re-releasing all of them with bonus tracks. This is a perfect time for me to dive into this. So, this is a 2-disc edition. Disc 1 has the entire album remastered, and Disc 2 has Live in Germany, which was recorded in April 13th of 1993. The track listing for Disc 1: Overactive Imagination, Inhuman Form, Jealousy, Trapped in a Corner, Nothing is Everything, Mentally Blind, Individual Thought Patterns, Destiny, Out of Touch, and The Philosopher. Now, going into this album, compared to the first album by Death that I had reviewed, Human, I find that Individual Thought Patterns is a lot more progressive. There is just a whole, instead of being all-out death metal riffing, that kind of crushing tone, you have a lot of melody in this, and there's even some jazz elements going on in this album. Some good examples of what I'm talking about would be Trapped in a Corner, Nothing is Everything, and even on Mentally Blind. Just those three tracks in a row, they're mind-blowing. Compared to what I had initially heard from this band, I really do like this progressive style that they're going for, and I don't know what it is about this, but it makes me want to pick up an instrument and start playing. It's one of those albums that it inspires me to write music. And I do have some qualms about the production of this album, mainly in the drums. I find that the bass drums, they're so minuscule. I mean, they have no power behind them. It's just this little tiny, it's like this little tiny rattling. There's no oomph to them, bass to them, bass drum. um, As for Disc 2, Live in Germany, again, the mix, I kind of have a qualm with the mix, but other than that, it's a great live set. The set for the Live in Germany concert is Leprosy, Suicide Machine, Living Monstrosity, Overactive Imagination, Flattening of Emotions, Within the Mind, Inhuman Form, Lack of Comprehension, Trapped in a Corner, and Zombie Ritual. And as a bonus, they included a studio outtake of Death's cover of Possessed the Exorcist, which it's a neat little cover by another awesome band, Possessed. Really should review more of their material too. But the Live in Germany concert, the snare drum is a bit too loud. In fact, it drowns out some of the other parts of drumming, but all in all, it's a great live set, and I'm really glad that Relapse is going back and re-releasing all of these albums with plenty of bonus features. I mean, in fact, both of these, I just recently found out that there are actually 3-disc special editions of every single one of these albums that they're putting out, and they're numbered limited editions. So probably from now on I'm going to start picking those up, because not only do they have stuff like studio outtakes, they've also got covers and live sets that have never been released before. And it's really nice to see that they give a band that I just recently started listening to this much treatment. So this is a perfect time that if you've never listened to Death, it's a great time to jump in and start listening to this band's great albums. If I had to give Individual Thought Patterns a grade, I would give it an 8.5 out of 10. This is a great album. You could pick it up relatively cheap on the internet. I found it for about 13 bucks, and in fact, Individual Thought Patterns came out fairly recently. I believe this one came out in May or June of this year. There was another one that was re-released earlier this year, the last album that the band had ever released, The Sound of Perseverance, which I'm planning on buying the 3-disc special edition of that. So, for Individual Thought Patterns, I give it an 8.5 out of 10. This is a great album. I enjoyed listening to it, and I'm looking forward to seeing more re-releases from Relapse. So, Danny here from Metal Couch, signing off.